That's all you got?
How's everybody?
LOL.
I'm losing this radio thing, you know?
Whatever, boy, whatever. Mark, we were talking about some of our favorite Christmas memories with Daddy. I talked about, I had to start off with the darn peanuts in the oven making the house hot. Greg talked about the lights, and then Justin talking about how he was spoiled, getting every gift he wanted for Christmas. But remember them red boots that he wouldn't take off?
With the short pants on.
Right. So, Mark, what was your favorite memory, your favorite holiday memory with Daddy?
Merry Christmas, baby, over and over and over again.
And we already played it, so that means what? We got to play it again. So that one would definitely be in the lineup again because during the holidays, that was one of the, man. We should know the words to that.
Merry Christmas, baby. Sure did treat me nice.
Did it really? But and then I talked about too how Daddy used to dance in slow motion. Because I don't care what the beat was, Daddy was still dancing in slow motion.
Slow motion, that's all we do it. That's the H-Town way. I learned it from the best.
Most definitely. Because I can remember Daddy's big thing was that you had to have a bike every year. I don't care what was going down, you had to get a bike. I remember when Justin was little, I called home, I said, Daddy, we got everything? He said, no, you got to go back there and get that boy a bike. I was like, dude, really?
We knew who was getting a bike. I guess we thought we was the rich folks. When we was getting a bike, we was getting $100, and every other year, Mama was getting a new car.
And there you have it, because that's what was under the Christmas tree.
Nah.
And people thought we really had money. Man, we really don't even know how Daddy was doing what he was doing. We just went with it.
Nah, I remember.
Exactly.
I remember all I wanted one year was a bike. And I got everything else except a bike. And Mom was like, you're not going to get a bike this year. Boy, I was high. I was hiding in, I don't know if it was Daddy or Mama walked me out to the garage and my bike was sitting out there in the garage and I was like, oh, okay. But I was...
All our gifts was always hidden in the garage, but we could never find them.
I still don't understand how they did that.
I stayed in the garage and couldn't find the gift.
Right, then Mark would be like, what you find? You find something? So yeah, that was crazy. That was definitely a crazy situation. But you know what? Even as kids, we had a lot of fun doing just simple stuff. Just like this year, we did the nostalgic bags because we was talking about how when we was little. After the Christmas play at church, you got that bag with the apple, the orange, and the nuts you didn't recognize, and some candy that you wasn't sure of. But
I'm not gonna lie, you brought memories back with that one.
I mean, we sitting in the house eating chestnuts.
But you know what? And then it was like I was telling some other people about that, and I was like, you know what? It's just the memories of the holidays. You just think about when you were kids, especially those of us that grew up in church. It seemed like everybody I talked to that grew up in church had the same memory, that bag. But at least I put a twist on it for the kids this year. They did get a gift card. We ain't never get no gift card at church.
Gift cards?
Or cash. I mean, cash when we was little. There wasn't no such thing as a gift card.
$5 and them 3 peppermints and call it a day.
Right? Oh my God, the popcorn balls. Oh, Justin don't know nothing about the popcorn balls.
I never really liked the popcorn balls. I passed it up. Give me a pack of peanuts or some M&Ms or something.
He ain't ready. He wasn't real.
I blame Daddy. Daddy got me hooked on M&Ms and Skittles at an early age.
Yeah, sure. No, you got Skittles And we got donuts. Because even now on Daddy's birthday, I call Mark and say, hey, did you go get your coffee and your donut today?
Every year.
Every year.
Every year. I do not miss. I have it.
And then like, cause Daddy one turned me on the Dunkin' Donuts and spinning around in circle on that darn them stools. I don't even know why he let me be bad. He just let me be bad.
LOL.
That's how it is when you're born in Madville.
All right. I'm not gonna have it.
Deborah's from Madisonville, Texas. If you don't know. I know. Let's keep it real on conversations with Deborah. Deborah Franklin was born in Madisonville. Her birth was in a brown and white newspaper.
Ooh.
Deborah is old school and country.
Oh, I don't know how. Look, you know what? Y'all putting out too much business in the street on this show tonight. I don't know how I should feel. That is too funny. But you know, one thing about, and then I'm glad you brought Madisonville up, because Madisonville plays a very big part in our lives. Because I always tell people when I go to speak that I'm a product of neighbors. And because our parents grew up across the street from each other. So the holidays were really weird for us because we did during Christmas, we just ran across the street to each house. Our grandparents and our great grandmother lived across the street from each other. So that was amazing just for us. So guys, what was y'all's favorite memories when we went to the country per se for the holidays? You know, with our parents with our parents doing that.
For one, I knew no matter what house I hit, it was going to be full of food. I knew my great-grandma was going to have my tea cake waiting on me, so I was set. Other than that, let me run free. I wasn't stuck in the house like somebody else I know.
Whatever. Yeah, food definitely played a big was a big entity of our holidays. What about you, Greg? Because we was all together. Because what I thought was funny is that during the holidays, depending on who was at the house, we got to open our gifts. And then for some kind of way, all our gifts always ended up in the car before everybody got there. You could only play with them for about 15, 20 minutes.
You better, and it was going to end up in somebody else's car.
For real.
Well, what I can say is, about being in Madisonville is that back then everybody went up there. You know, we had such a large family. Everybody. The house would be so packed. A lot of people would be outside sometimes, and we just have all that togetherness, and we just used to have fun and stuff like that, running around, outside. We had a new bike, we went outside playing on a new bike, or whatever, playing with our toys outside and stuff. So that used to be fun too.
Most definitely, because one thing that we can say is that our family, even though we just talking about the four of us, is really much bigger. Because if we had time and had told everybody to call in, this show would be way longer than an hour tonight. We would have to be on here for about 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, we'd be running a marathon.
Right. Because we come from such a big family. And, like I told somebody else, even when we beefing, you can't tell when we beefing because we still going to come back together. Because my prayer is that people that are having problems with their families, that they would reach out to them and speak to them. Guys, we got a lot of feedback on y'all's line that's calling in. If you would just reach out and speak to your family member, because life is too short for us to be holding grudges and fighting and fussing and carrying on. You need to reach out. If nothing else, just say hello. Say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you got to say. Just reach out to your families because family is important.
Hold on, Deborah. I'm sorry to interrupt. We all used to get on Greg as a kid because Greg was a little bit slower than us. Greg, you gonna have to sit down back there. Cut all that radio. Cut all that feedback out. Greg, go in the corner. Don't make me get mama on you. Yeah, I'm radio to the fans out there. I'm sorry for Greg. He just a little slow, y'all. Don't pay him no mind. We used to call Greg pot roast. We had him sitting in the pot roast pan for a reason.
Oh, wait a minute! Hey, you don't even remember that? You wasn't even here yet.
Hey, look, I can look at pictures and tell the story. A picture paint 1,000 words.
Don't worry, it will make a comeback.
See,
Hey,
yeah,
it's a good thing it's missing right now.
right. But we will find the pot roast picture. We used to put Greg in the pot roast and just talk about he was the pot roast, and he would just pop up and start laughing, so he thought it was funny. But that's not. But that's what happens when you kids. It's all about fun. All about fun. And you know, that's one thing we can say as a family. We always had fun when we together. And honestly, we still have fun. Because we were all together just this past what was that? Sunday. And we had so much fun because we play games. Of course we joke with each other. And we also know that we're an anomaly. So, and that's why we don't take family for granted. So, gentlemen, what new traditions have you guys started for the holidays? What's new? What's something new that you've added to what we did when we were kids?
Oh, man. I think I'm going to go last on this question, man. I mean, I didn't know I was taking a test tonight.
Of course. We're having a conversation, sir.
I think.
Really, it was something, I'm going to think of something new that we do.
We added a little bit extra sweets at the end of the day. added some food. Deborah's starting to cook now, y'all. To the fans out there on
whatever.
Radio, to the radio world.
You know what, Jace? By you saying that is one thing that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm 41 now. I cannot remember Deb being in the kitchen not once.
Nope, not at all.
It's amazing.
Deborah will be his father's.
Sunday, we didn't have to cook anything. And nobody got sick.
Nobody in the hospital.
To answer your question, that's something new that we do. We allow Deborah to cook and we actually eat and don't get sick.
Hold on, key word, allow her to cook.
We allow her.
Wait a minute.
Growing up, Deborah was far away from the kitchen as possibly. It was me. It was always me, Mama, and Mark always in the kitchen. Deborah was way around the corner reading a book somewhere.
Whatever. I don't know how I should feel about this. I asked, what did y'all do new?
No,
I didn't ask y'all
we allowed you to cook. That's what's new. We're allowing this to happen, and you surprised us.
Ooh. I don't know. I'm trying to understand. Is this my show? Y'all coming for me. I guess this is what happens when you have your little brothers on the air with you. They just gonna put it all in the street.
Look, we're gonna take over conversations with Justin and Mark from now on. the sequel.
I'm not sure how I should feel about this.
Featuring Deborah every now and then.
Ooh.
Let's get it going.
Y'all are killing me. But you know, guys, it's like growing up with y'all has always been amazing. It's always been amazing. There's never a dull moment. And that's what I kept telling everybody about this show. This show would not be dull. It would not be boring. It would definitely have something to do. But guys, we're going to take a break. We're going to play Merry Christmas, Baby. Only because we got to play it again, because it wouldn't be a show dedicated to R.L. Franklin Jr. if we did not play one of his favorite Christmas songs over and over again.